everyone, the day is finally here and today we're roasting the turkey. I've already shared with you my step-by-step recipe on how to brine the turkey and you can find the link for that video right up here. In addition to the turkey brine and the compound butter that I use to season the turkey, I have some aromatics that I'm going to be adding to the roasting pan, and these aromatics are basically going to add another layer of flavor to the turkey. And the ingredients are celery, fresh orange juice, orange zest, onion. My favorite aromatics are fresh herbs, and from the garden I picked some fresh rosemary, thyme, and I'm also going to be using some oregano brujo. On previous videos I've talked to you guys about the oregano brujo and where you can find it. The remaining butter, I'm going to brush it over the top of the turkey towards the end of the roasting process. We're also going to need a neutral oil, and a neutral oil is basically a flavorless oil such as vegetable, canola, etc. And for that final fruity flavor profile that I'm aiming for, I'm going to be adding some of my homemade peach wine. Anytime you roast meat, it's probably a good idea to have on hand a digital thermometer. The turkey should be roasted until it reaches an internal temperature of 165 degrees. And to monitor the internal temperature, I like to use a digital thermometer. In the description box, I'll share the information of the digital thermometer I'm using. Let's get started. For this process, I'm just basically going to roughly chop all the aromatics, the celery, the onion, and I'm using the celery leaves as well. They're very flavorful. It doesn't have to be perfect because basically all we're doing with this is adding a little bit more flavor. And repeat the same process with the rest of the ingredients. Add the oil, and the oil is just to keep the vegetables from sticking to the bottom. Season with some salt, and I'm using gray sea salt. The salt is to taste. I don't want to add too much salt. Remember, we used the brine for the turkey, and I'm going to use the pan drippings for the gravy. Add some black pepper. And this is freshly ground black pepper. Also to taste. And finally, my homemade peach wine. The peach wine is optional. You can substitute with white wine or water. The turkey's ready for the oven. I'm going to apply a light coating of a neutral oil again all over the turkey, and that's going to give us that beautiful color. I like to use an aluminum foil dome or triangle. I'm going to show you very quickly how to make the triangle. And it's very simple. For this technique, it's best if you use the long aluminum foil. Since I only have the short one, I'm going to show you how we can make this work. So what we need is 2 pieces of aluminum foil about the same size. If one's a little bit too big, no big deal, not a problem. And we're gonna put one on top of the other. Okay, and these are pretty even. Fold it. And flatten it. And I like to fold it a couple of times just to make sure it's perfectly secured. Maybe one more. For good measure. Okay, and when you open it, you have a bigger piece of aluminum foil. Turn it to the other side just to make sure it doesn't fall apart on me, since this is the side that I folded. Pick up one of the corners, fold it against the other corner. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it does need to be a triangle. So you want to make sure you keep a triangle shape for this process. Fold this in. Again, we're looking for a triangle, nothing perfect, just a triangle shape. Once we have our little triangle ready, I'm going to brush it using a neutral oil. Coat it well. And this is just to keep the foil from sticking to the turkey breast. With the oil side down, place it over the turkey breast. Now, I made mine a little bit bigger. I want to make sure I cover the whole breast. I prefer it to be bigger than small. And we're going to tuck it in. Since the turkey's going to be hot before roasting it, I like to do this ahead of time to shape the aluminum foil before placing the turkey in the oven. Lift it. And as you can see, we have a perfectly formed turkey breast dome. According to the FDA food guidelines, turkey should be cooked until the internal temperature reaches 165 degrees. We all use different methods to roast the turkey. I like to start my turkey at 500 degrees for the first half hour. And after that initial half hour, we're going to lower the temperature to 350 degrees. Cover the breast to protect it with a triangle foil that we created to protect it and keep it from burning or cooking too quickly. And I'm going to continue roasting it until the turkey reaches an internal temperature of 160 degrees. Once it reaches between 160 and 161 degrees, I like to remove it from the oven. While the turkey is resting, it's going to continue cooking until it reaches the recommended temperature of 165 degrees for the breast and 180 for the drumstick and the thigh. The oven's preheated at 500 degrees and we're ready to roast. The turkey's already reached an internal temperature of 100 degrees and I'm going to baste it, but I'm not going to touch the turkey. I'm just going to drizzle some of that compound butter mixture that we prepared and allow it to just drip down from the turkey. Okay, and that's going to add, again, more flavor, color. If you brush it, make sure you brush it very gently and very lightly. You don't want to ruin that perfectly crispy skin that we just developed from cooking it at 500 degrees for the initial 30 minutes. It looks amazing, smells delicious, and I really can't wait to try it. It's browning perfectly even, just the way I want it. I'm going to bring it a little closer so you can see that. It looks absolutely stunning. Put the probe back in, very careful, the probe is hot. I'm just used to grabbing it without thinking about it, but it is very hot, so be very careful. Friends, after a very long wait, it's finally time for my favorite part. My family is waiting to join me for dinner, but I cannot close this video without trying the turkey. Check it out, look how beautiful it looks and that lovely brown color that we got. I roasted the turkey at 500 degrees for the first 30 minutes and then reduced the temperature to 350 degrees until the turkey reached an internal temperature of 160 degrees. As you can see, the turkey's perfectly roasted, nice and golden brown, just the way I like it. Let's go ahead and try it. Check it out. Ay, ay, ay. My goodness. Wow. It is juicy and tender. It literally melts in your mouth. Let's try a piece with my homemade cranberry sauce. Want some? Wow. Ay, Dios mío. This is so good. I stuffed the turkey using the malanga mash, and the malanga mash is the perfect pairing for this turkey. You really have to try it. Wow. Friends, if you like this recipe, give me a thumbs up and activate the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my delicious video recipes like this one. Leave your comments down below and remember that your thumbs up and your comments help the channel grow and get to more people. Tell your family and friends so they too can be a part of this amazing Evita family. And until next time, I'm Evita, cooking at the rhythm of my heart. Buen provecho y hasta la próxima. You really have to try it.